Yo, get it twisted. This rap is mine. Motherfucker of game. What you heard. It's what you hearing. It's what you hearing. Listen. It's what you hearing. Listen. It's what you hearing. Listen. First we gonna rock, then we gonna fold, then we let it pop, don't let it
Back,
go.
people, from our commercial break. This is the only podcast to travel with. This is BWE, Beyond the Ropes. Yeah, I said that with a raspy voice. You got a problem with it? But we're back with XERO here in the studio. This is the season finale. We're gonna just go right into it. The off season between BWE 2013 and 2014. You know, you contributed with connections, and one of those connections were with the production staff.
Yeah.
With I guess the head. I would say his name is Jose.
Yeah.
He had brought equipment to record the show, which was remarkable. It was fantastic footage recorded. How did that come about?
Well, believe it or not, he's I work with him, and one day I showed them the teaser of 13, and I was like, yo, yeah, look, man, I used to wrestle, and my boy, he's trying to do it again. He's trying to get us all to do it again. He was like, yo, he's like a down to earth. He's really cool.
Yeah.
So he was like, yo, that's cool, man. Yo, that's hot. Yo, you gonna do it? I'm like, yeah, man, I'm gonna do it. And then out of nowhere, you know, cause this guy, when he gets into something, he gets into something big, and he likes to do music videos and record stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he has like every type of camera. Like he just buys them. I don't even know why. Like he got GoPros and the big cameras.
The rep cam.
Yeah, the rep cam, and he has all these cameras, and he was like, and then I knew Kev. This is already towards a little that we all knew we was doing it.
Yeah.
And how we was just thinking about what we was gonna do, what we need.
Yeah.
And Kev already said we need a damn camera, cause we didn't have no cameras. Kev didn't have no camera, nothing. So he came in super clutch. Like this dude was like, yo. I was like, yo, Kev, yo. He was like, you be down to record? He was like, hell yeah. I got all these. He started naming all the cameras he got. He brought Kev to his house. I brought Kev so Kev could see the camera, and Kev was like in heaven, cause you know how he is with all these production stuff, man. I brought them to the house, and he showed us everything. This guy he has everything.
Yeah.
He has like the glider when you have the camera in your hand.
We saw that at 14.
Yeah. So he came in clutch, man, and he didn't even ask for a penny, man. He just did it off the strength. You know, me and him were really cool, and he's my boy. But yo, yeah, you know, going in, and that's just again doing what I have to do to make this company look better, to make us look better. I had to. You know, we was going in 13. We went in 13, and you know, we wrestled with the belts. And this is what we used to do when we was kids, and it was all right when we was kids.
Yeah, what's up with the toy belts? Because well, first off, shout out to Jose. Thank you so much for making us look good and making us, you know, look like we're just like on a whole nother level. Because back then we didn't have access to that. Thanks to you, man, we appreciate the hell out of you, man. You're super clutch. That's what we're calling you now. You're Mr. Super Clutch. But the toy belts, everybody made fun of us, and in fact, everybody made fun of us because of the makeshift ring we had.
Yeah.
People were just clowning on us at the time, which, you know, I'll get into that part now. People were just getting on us because, oh, y'all got toy belts, y'all old, y'all this and that, y'all wrestling in a bullshit makeshift ring, like all that crap. Fuck the ring. We'll talk about that later. The belts. You brought in the more authentic BWE championship. Did you pay it out of pocket? Did BWE give you money for it?
Everything I do, I don't really try to ask. You know, I come out of pocket. It's whatever. It's for us. It doesn't matter. I'm coming out of pocket, but I don't see it as like it's for me. I was a champ, of course, but like you said, you know, we was hearing all these negative talks, and I hate when people talk, and I'm gonna get on this in the belt because it irked me a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, the whole even some of our guys, you know, I don't want to be no champ. I don't want to be no paper champion and be a paper champion. You know, it was going on in the chats and stuff like that. Yeah. So this is a little after 13. You know, at 13, we went in toy belts and just like we was before. Yeah. It was acceptable before, but now we're a little more grown. You know, everybody's working. There should be a little more productive. There should be more. It should be more better. You know, more authentic. So after 13, I told Kevin, yo, I'm getting this belt, man. Like, we need to step it up.
Yeah.
We can't. Look at this little toy. It's like fits my hand. You know what I'm saying? We can't do this no more. So I went on my own, and I actually got the commemorative WWE title when The Rock first brought it out.
Yeah.
You know, that one. So I got that one. But it's the commemorative, right? So it's not the real authentic, you know, metal. You know, it's not the best one, but it still cost me almost $300.
Yeah, of course.
So I got that title, and I was like, yeah, you know. And then fortunately we got the ring,
Yeah.
and now we're doing better, but it's still criticism, right?
Yeah.
So we go, and we're going in. We did 13, 14, whatever. With criticism still. Oh yeah, I heard it from two people. I don't need to name them, whatever, but it just got to me. You know, first off was before the show, I was like, yo, you guys want to use my belt? You know, I got the, you know, it's the real one. So I'm like, nah, we good with what we got. And Kevin's like, nah, he's good with what he got, and we good with what we got. You know, we're happy with what we got.
You're confident in what you got. Definitely.
We didn't need to upgrade because we're doing 10 things better 10 times than any other company.
Yeah.
But still, I just don't like that little thing that they could say, you know. Oh, but these guys don't got, you know, belts and they, you know, whatever. So, and then I heard it again another time. We had a wrestling event and we watching a TCW event. You know, it was a great show. I tipped my hat, and then I hear, you know, Jay Cloud had his title, and then somebody was like, oh yeah, show this to Cloud. You know, he had the commemorative. Oh, show this to Cloud. The other guy had the legit one. I'm like, nah, Cloud got his title. He's good. He was like, nah, but this is the real one. So I was like, you know what? I'm fed up with this already. So I already made my plans. I said it already. We're gonna have the real title, but guess what? We're gonna have the new real title. You see how they brought it out, and they gave Brock Lesnar the title, whatever. And we do go off for this, you know, off for WWE a little bit, you know.
You want to hear a joke? I think Jay Cloud comes out more as champion than Brock Lesnar does with that belt. Because Brock Lesnar sits on his couch with the damn title. He never shows up to Raw.
We don't even get to see it, man. But when I went to Raw, when they came to the Barclays, that was the first thing I went to go do.
Belt the belt.
Belt the real belt. Now I don't know what they can say now, but now and I'm not champion.
Yeah.
And I still bought the belt, and I'm not even a champ. I didn't see. So,
And there's really no word like from you saying, "Oh, I did this, I did that." You just did it. Get here, sport it.
I enjoyed it for a little bit, and I said I'm gonna give it to the man because he deserves it. He's the champ. What about if he goes to, you know, because Jay, he walks around with that belt like it's his underwear.
Yeah.
He's everywhere with that belt. So I knew he's gonna always be around, and people are gonna see him. And if we introduced the title already, so he has to be with that title. So I was like, yo, man, listen, that's you.
Yeah.
You know, you're the champ. Hold it down. Just take good care of it. And that's it. It's for the company. Everything I do is for the company, man. See, I'm not the champion, and I still buy the title.
Yeah.
There's people that oh no, I'm not the champion. Why I need to buy the title?
Yeah.
Or why? We making the company look better, man. You just because you're not the champion, doesn't mean that, man.
Right.
He's the champ, and I still bought the title knowing that he's a champ, and it's still another 8 months or so, because whatever he's going into 15 as the champ.
Yeah.
And that's a long time from now, and he's gonna have that title, and just it's for the better, because now we look better. Now, what do people have to say?
That's right.
You know?
That's right. Now, speaking of ring, you were the head driver in bringing that ring back from the Bronx to Brooklyn. How did that feel?
I call this the worst day of my life, brother, man. Oh man, this day was insane. This day was the longest day I ever seen. It was like everything that could everything that could happen, any bad thing that could happen, happened. You know, Kev told me, yo, listen, we got this ring. It's all the way in the Bronx. We're gonna rent a U-Haul. Do you want to drive? It's a big truck. Everybody didn't have license. You know, the people we went with, nobody had license, I think, or they couldn't drive the truck. So I was just like, all right, man, cool, whatever. I picked up everybody. It was me, Kev, OMX, Reggie, Christian, Ramon Haskins, unfortunately, and George. Yeah, it was us 6, and we met up, and I fit everybody in my little Infinity that got that car. It was like sardines in that car to go pick up the U-Haul, and we went and picked up the U-Haul, and it was just like the worst. Oh man, we drove to the Bronx. We got stuck. I'm turning. It started off with this. We get to the Bronx. First, we got lost. Again, we had to take the longest route up there. That's the first bad thing. We had to take the longest route because we're in this big-ass U-Haul truck. So we take the longest route to the Bronx from Brooklyn. And New Utrecht, Brooklyn. Not where we're from, East New York, Brooklyn, is closer to the Bronx. New Utrecht, Brooklyn, we got to go all the way to the Bronx. The longest route. So we cool. We all happy. It was like, yeah, whatever. We're going to get this ring. It's only going to take us an hour. We're going to be back. Probably even have time to set it up. Yeah, right. We get to the Bronx. This stupid lady is in front of us. And it so happens to be that she turning on the block we need to turn on. But she turns the corner and stops double parks right on the corner. I'm in this big-ass U-Haul truck trying to turn, and I'm getting pissed because she backed us up first and down the block. She made us wait. I get there. I'm trying to turn, and then I'm not trying to hit because it's a two-way, so I'm not trying to hit the other cars on the other side coming. So I'm turning, and then she stops right there, and I actually scraped the back of her car a little bit. And then I pulled up and I parked, and she wanted to call insurance. She wanted to do. I offered money. I offered money out of my pocket. I was just like, I just want to get out of here. I do not want to wait 4 or 5 hours for these cops. And she was like, no, it's a brand new car, whatever. It was a little Nissan Sentra. So I offered money. She didn't want to take it. Waited for a boyfriend and cops, and it took like 3 hours. And then that time right there just started snowing crazy.
It was in the middle of a blizzard.
In the middle of a blizzard, and where I parked was a block away, almost a block and a half away from where the guys had to get the ring from. So we couldn't waste time. So they just started getting in the ring, and they walking with these heavy objects from, no lie, like a Manhattan block. Yeah. A Manhattan block from corner to corner to bring it to the ring. And I couldn't really help them like that because I had to stay by the state insurance. So they bring it from there, and we got stuck there. We wasted all the gas trying to get out from there. The batteries died on us. We lost gas. The battery died again. We couldn't find the place for the U-Haul. We got stuck again. Cops stopped us and just couldn't find my car. It was just the worst day ever. We lasted about, I'm going to say, 12 hours in that journey.
What should have been 2 hours?
2 hours. Jesus Christ, it was the worst day of my life. I hated the ring.
Yeah.
I hated the ring.
So there was no love for it. You just wanted to, if you had dynamite, you'd kill it.
Probably. You could ask these guys to talk shit about the ring. I was like, this damn ring better be worth it. This shit better be worth it. It was. At the end of the day, it was worth it.
Good. Now, moving on. Let's talk about this promo you did in my own home, in my own stomping grounds. You went to my park. My damn park, where I made a name for myself. Yeah. You went to IS-302 down in the Athena Arena in East New York, Brooklyn. You cut a promo on Jay Cloud because you found out he was the main event. How did it feel being in my hometown, first off? And second off, what made you want to do your promo there?
Well, I've been there before, 302. 302 is familiar to me. It's in my area where I was born and raised. And I actually, after y'all came and y'all used to go back and forth with BWE and XERO. I watched y'all wrestle a couple times. And what made me go there was the disrespectful of him going to my hometown, my place.
How did you feel about that?
I thought it was cool. It was clever. It was smart. It was a cool thing to do. It was like he never wrestled there at all. Never ever wrestled there. And then he goes and talks shit, and he did it from the same very spot where I talked the year before that.
Yeah.
When I talked about Scorpion.
Yeah.
That's where I did my promo. So It was just like, XERO, he threw a lot of shots at XERO. So how can I come back at J Cloud, and how can I make it as as important as that? Because that promo was very important, and believe it or not, the road to 14 it was the year of the promos.
Yeah.
We had so many good promos. It was great. Every week or every time it was promoted, I would wait for a promo to come out. Your promo with Dave, that was awesome. The Hunt for Cage is one of the best promos BWE did. The freaking Carl Capo's clever promo.
It's a Street Fighter promo.
Yeah. All Max's and BTZ's promo.
Yeah.
Yeah, your boy Joey Badass, man. I give it up to him, man. At first I was a little mixed about him, but just his work ethics and what he puts into it, he was doing promos on his own.
Yeah.
It's just everybody was doing promos. Kev always starts the year off with the promo, and Dave's promos. Everybody was the year of the promos. So we had to do a big promo with XERO. And where else can you do it big than the home of NXW, where I never wrestled in, and I'm just there talking smack in the middle of where y'all used to wrestle, and where you made a name for yourself and where Jay made a name for himself.
Whose idea was it to go there?
It was a two-way thing. Kev, this guy's a genius, man, and bigs up to him, man. A lot of things that happen here, because of him. You gotta thank him. He helps out a lot, but he could help you up so much. You gotta do everything else. And he could tell you, he could help you out a little bit, but you gotta do everything else. And we both was like, yeah, I think it's cool. 302.
Yeah.
And there's a fun fact that we had to do that promo twice. Because, it was in the middle of a playground, and it was summertime.
Yeah.
There was going to be kids.
And
funny. We tried not to do it with the kids.
I thought no one was there. I thought it was just you and the cameraman that was there.
Because the first time we was there, but I kept, I was a little nervous. It was a promo. I wanted it to come out good, so did a lot of takes, and then eventually kids started coming to the park, and there was just freaking people that seen what we was trying to do, but purposely just kept swinging their kids, and we just like, we're going to come back early in the morning. So we went really early to try to get that promo out, and I hit it off, and I did it right away. And you see that promo was actually one take.
Yeah.
And it's the first promo that was ever one take, no skip scenes, no nothing.
Was that nominated? It was.
It is nominated, but I don't think it's going to beat that Hunt for Cage.
I don't know, man. The Hunt for Cage is crazy. But still, go on to Facebook.com, go on /BWE, go and find that link, make your votes, make it count. Some of these guys deserve it. But damn, that was pretty clever. You pissed me off with that promo though. You went to NXW, but listen, man, there's no harsh feelings. I'm just pulling you.
I did want to get into y'all skin a little bit. I wanted to get most of the Mafia was from NXW. I think everybody except for Dave.
Don't say too much on that. Don't say too much on that. And I'll tell you why after the show. You can't let these people know I got something up my damn sleeve. We can't talk about that. That's the only thing you won't speak on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
But I just wanted to get into more than J Cloud skin. I probably wanted to get into a few other people more. So I was like going there. It was perfect. It was cool. It was fun.
Yeah, definitely was. It was entertaining to say the least. I mean, seeing two guys going on opposite ends where they never wrestled before and just shoot promos and just tear each other's limbs with words.
Yeah.
That was incredible, which brings up BWE Raw. You got to hand over the Superstar of the Year award to a guy who never, ever wrestled for BWE in the last 15 years, to J Cloud. You guys going at it back and forth on social media, on the chat rooms and everything. But yet you got to hand over a Slammy to a guy who never stepped foot, who never put in his so-called quote-unquote work.
Yeah.
Tell me how it was to be on Raw. And I got to say, that Raw promo was great because the verbal barrage that you and Jay started delivering each other, even with Dave Matthews in the mix, was something special to watch.
It was the best mic performance I ever did, and J Cloud went in, and it's crazy because we practiced, some spots that we had to do. We didn't talk. We didn't practice what we was gonna say. Mm-hmm. I didn't know what I was gonna say. I just went out there and said. He just went out there because when we be backstage practicing the spots, every time we'll come to that part where all right, now you guys are gonna talk. we'll just be like, you know, like, all right, you know, just saying whatever. And to go out there and then he said what he said and I said what I said and I'm actually even leading in the nominations and give me Mike.
Yeah,
Give me the mic. That's crazy. And it's just like, it's never really been Zero to be this mic person.
Yeah.
But that's just Zero's character. He just evolved. He just evolved, you know, and doing that and that promo and TCW guys, man, I big them up too because they was a big part of that crowd and hyping everything up, and it was really cool. And hearing what Jay hearing me, and then hearing what Jay said, and the whole idea of that whole idea, I liked it. Believe it or not, me giving Jay the superstar of the year, and he never even wrestled it. It was cool because it's like he got the CEO on his back. He got the CEO, and the CEO gives him whatever he wants, gives him everything, you know. And I'm Zero, and I need to fight my way, and I gotta do what they say, or you know, the whole. He made it meaningful when he said I would be stripped, you know, because if it was just me, like, oh, you just tell me I'm gonna do it, I'm like, no. But now, oh man, you're gonna try to strip me for my title, I gotta go do it. It was fun though, going out there for Raw and doing that. It was like one of my best mic experiences.
You felt Jay Cloud brought you out of your shell a little bit with that mic performance?
I felt like Jay Cloud brought me out of my shell before that mic performance.
Okay.
Jay Cloud brought Zero out. Jay Cloud helped evolve Zero, and I thank him for that. And so did George and Kev. They just. I already had the time and did what I did, but they evolved Zero a little bit. And those three guys, and I tip my hat to them because they did.
Yeah.
And Jay Cloud, he's a great competitor, and I love working with him, man.
It's amazing. Now, screw all the talk. Talk was done. Promos finished. Raw happened. Slammy Award given. We had a dark match, but I can't give too much away, so y'all gonna have to see that when it comes soon on youtube.com/BWE events.
Yeah.
Let's go to the big shebang. There was like 80 damn people in that yard. I could have sworn. It's either that or I was too damn drunk. But there was a lot of people.
There was like 80 people, believe it or not.
And for those of you out there, that means a lot to us. Coming from guys who probably just watch each other's matches. That was the most.
Yeah.
And this is like family, friends. People wouldn't even know. An old, let me not say old, that's rude. An elderly gentleman came to our show, hung out in the corner, and watched everybody's match standing up, even though we offered him a seat. That's how dedicated and live that show was. Yeah. BW 2014, man, it was probably the biggest show we've done yet. You are in the main event slot with Jay Cloud. It is a big fight feel. Your fans are going X, and they have the X signs up.
Yeah.
Then they got Jay Cloud's fans going nuts. It's like, and the funny thing was, y'all were on opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Your fans were on one side, his fans
yeah,
were on another.
That's crazy.
So, give me your thoughts on that match, man. Like, hell, I'm gonna give you the mic. You tell me how it felt.
It was the best match I ever had, man.
Yeah.
I worked with everybody, and I have had great matches, Scorpion 13 and everybody and people before that. But that match was the best match we ever had because just because of the whole hype towards it. It was a year of hype.
Yeah.
A year of hype, a year of work, you know, and a year of me and him going back and forth, and then, you know, talking and coming up with ideas here and there. And like, we came up with some of those ideas like months before, and it was like, yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And then when we actually built the ring and started practicing and going into that and practicing everything, it's just like the most work I ever done for a match, and it was the best match I ever did. It was like we fulfilled what the board wanted us to fulfill, man. Yeah. This is what they envisioned. This is what they envisioned the whole time. They envisioned that match to be the way that match was. It couldn't be any more fucking perfect.
Yeah.
You know, like, this is crazy because me and Jay Cloud worked a lot. We would go back to the backyard. We would go practice. This is not just, it didn't just come up like, yeah, no. We would go back there and practice. And me and him we needed our time. And it's crazy because this match almost didn't happen. Yeah. It almost didn't happen. I know they told you.
And that's the thing I wanted to ask you. I was told that the match almost didn't happen. Yeah. Why was it? What was the reason?
the reason the match almost didn't happen was because one day me and Jay sparring, and we did the I don't know if you remember the move where he came through the ropes,
Yeah.
and then I pulled him out, turned it in, and I power bombed him on the side.
Yeah.
So we practiced that, we perfected it. We was doing it, so we wanted to show because Kev wasn't there, so we wanted to show him. And when he came out, we practiced it. And I really didn't stretch that day before the match, and I just came from work because I used to come straight from work to go practice, and just like I'm straight from work over here to do this show for you guys. But I came straight from work, went to go practice, and didn't stretch or nothing. So I picked him up for the move. I did it like 2 times before, but just this time right here, my back just like snapped a little bit. I just felt this like sharp pain and it just snapped, and I didn't want to drop him, so I like just laid them on the apron, and I couldn't do. I held my back. I thought it was just like a little shock.
Was it spasms? Was it just?
I think it was spasms, and I never went to. It's just like this is just me. Like I get something and I don't go to the hospital to check on it. And that's bad, but it's just me. Like I really don't want to waste my time 4 or 5 hours in the ER. And they don't give 2 flying fucks about us. They leave us there for 4 or 5. We could be in the worst pain, and they don't care. So I just try to get through it how I could. I didn't think of it being something major, but it ended up being really bad. Yeah. I couldn't practice no more after that move. That's it. And we had a lot. We just started. We just started practicing. Yeah. We had a lot more to go. Like we was trying to do a lot more. So we did I think 1 or 2 practices before that, but we did not practice after that because we couldn't, because I didn't want to take the chance of that happening again. If it was gonna mess up on me, I would rather have mess up out in the match. And if I couldn't go no more, I'll just lay there because he was supposed to win, and I'll just lay there and let him beat me. But the match, I couldn't work for like 2-3 days. I couldn't do nothing because I pick up heavy stuff at work. Okay. I couldn't bend my back for nothing. I just worked a lot. I took a lot of pills. I tried my best to get my back, back to 100. And it's never gonna be 100%. But I try to get it at least so I could do this match, because there's no way in hell we do all the lead up and then it goes to waste, man. We couldn't do this match, and we had to do it. Yeah. We had to do the match. So, and then I ended up getting better, and then I got perfect. And I did that spot like nothing. But crazy thing is, when I was doing the spot during the match, during the live match, I was a little scared. Because I didn't want that to happen again.
Same thing.
I did a lot of stretching and stuff like that. But
that's good.
This was working with Jay. Jay has like I said, evolved me, helped me. It helped Zero. It made Zero this other guy. And losing to Jay, we can't get too much on this. But losing to Jay is also a big help to Zero, because now what Zero's gonna do? Zero gotta,
Yeah, man. We gotta find out what the next.
Zero's always been that top guy. Zero's never really had to work for anything like that. So now let's see what Zero's gonna do. But big up to J Cloud, man. This guy, he's great to work with. Some people might not like him because he's cocky and arrogant, but that's just his character. I hate J Cloud, the character, but I like my boy Jay backstage.
That's good. That's good to know. That's good to know. So overall, BWE 14, the experience. How did you feel about the entire show? How did you feel about everything overall?
That was the biggest, like you said, the biggest show we have ever did. It was 10 times better than 13, and 13 was good. It was just like everything was on cue. We was more faster. I had people that was at 13, and they also came to 14, and what they told me after was like, yo, 10 times better. Y'all ran more fluent. Y'all did everything more fluent. Because at 13 was a lot of hold-ups because we didn't know what we was doing. You really was getting back into it. So people will be out there sitting, no music playing, no nothing for 20 minutes.
God, we used to do that till the fucking 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, just 20 minutes. No, and then at 13 too, like people were just waiting for the next match, and we would take too long to do something. But this one, we kept everybody busy. Everybody was into it. Just like 80 people. Everybody was drinking. I actually bought like I told them that we're gonna need something to keep some people entertained. You know, drinking helps people. Because when you go to the real wrestling shows, you see people drinking. It opens up people. So what I bought 4 cases of beers, and it's like, let's give out these beers, man, and get these people open. Like,
beers and thought juice is the remedy to getting on good shows. That's the secret to it.
It is to get the fans into it. But the show was great. The production, every single match was way better. I think every single match meant something. Every single match worked out. You could wait till 14 comes out, and you people are gonna sit there and watch every single match, because every single match was good. Every single match was good, and the whole, then just that main event, man. I watched it sometimes, and it's crazy because one day we was all chilling, and just before my boy, man. Shout out to Christian. He's out in Dallas and all that, but yeah, man. We was celebrating before he left, and we was there talking, and just like they was giving me props, and we was giving each other props, and I actually started tearing. I was like a little drunk already. I actually was like tearing, like this really means something to us, man. Yeah. Some people take it as a joke, but it really means something to us. And then Cage put on the match, and I'm just watching me and Jay Cloud. I was like, damn, man, that match was really, really freaking good, man.
That's good. That's awesome to hear. We're gonna take our final commercial break. We're gonna talk about the future. What's going to be the next challenge for Zero? What's gonna happen next year at the lineup of BWE shows from the Rumble through 2015? Will he ever get to regain his rightful throne at the top of BWE? And I gotta ask him the second half of that song question, because that's very important. And also, I'm gonna ask him the most integral thought question that I've asked all my guests that's been on this show. All that and more when we come back from our final commercial break. This is excuse me. See, I'm like tongue twisted already. I hate that I gotta say BWE multiple times, because it's like Chris Jericho. He'll say WWE. He doesn't say WWE. He says WWE. This is BWE Beyond the Ropes. This is Joey Styles here with Zero. We'll be right back.
Don't need no intervention. You ain't on the ride, there ain't even no way to come out, point them out, and they all gon' be missing. Wonder why I'm still here, cause I'm doing on the daily. Act a fool if you met me, you try to be brave and step up, but your crew is too scary. Plus I'm too legendary. It's what we go hard for. I'm rocking your block, you want to you get knocked off. I'm taking your place, yeah, I'm making my property. Maybe a game that you probably did so with your life for me. So it's only right for me. Annihilate them if they get my way of sight. And keep them up off of me. A weakness in you only make an appetite. Anytime I get into it, I be looking at them, looking pitiful and the condition that be critical. Nothing less than original. Plus we once at the end of you. Who's next?
Finish him! Get over here!
And that was our final commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. This is the only podcast to travel with. This is BWE Beyond the Ropes. This is the Diamondback, Joey Styles. And I gotta say, this is probably one of my favorite shows that I've ever done. And I'm not just talking about the show with Zero. I'm talking about the show overall. I'll get into that at the very end. Let's get back into this shindig with Zero. Now, Zero, there's been heavy criticism. Because a lot of people feel like you shouldn't be on the top. But there's a certain line in your theme song And I'm gonna quote it out for you. DMX goes, "These cats done forgot what work is."
Yeah, that's.
It's very, very deep. Because I think what a lot of people forget is you put a lot of work into this. You put a lot of your financial standpoints into this. You put a lot of your intellectual standpoints on this. You have a lot to do with this, and you have a lot of work. Like I said, you were the first man in, the last one to leave. How do you feel about the criticism, and how do you feel about that line?
That line is very deep. The line means this is exactly what I'm gonna say about the criticism. The criticism, sometimes it gets to me. Sometimes, I just don't pay no mind because it doesn't matter what, people have to say. But and you know what the thing is? It's not a lot of people. That's the good thing. I at least there is some respect, and it's just like, and I thank people for the respect, man, because like just like that line says, man, you forgot what work is. You want to be in the top. You want to be in zero spot. You want to be doing everything. You want to be the face. You want your picture on everything, but you don't want to go and take the picture. You don't want to go and give ideas. You don't want to put nothing in. So you don't want to take nothing out the ring. You don't want to. You don't want to do nothing. But you want to be that top guy. But this is I understand, man. You see me. There's a photo shoot. I'm there. There's something that these people need help with. I'm there. And I'm there. I'm always gonna be there. And any ideas I have, I give it in. And I say this, I say I want to do this, I say I want to do that. And crazy thing is, I called Kev, I text Kev and the other day, and I told him I want to do a photo shoot. I told him, he didn't tell me. I want to do a photo shoot with my attire, with that's fucking amazing attire that I had for 14. I went in on that attire, but it was a whole different Zero. Yeah. And I want this is because this is also you guys got to remember, and I know you know this, that this is also something that we're gonna look back at years from now, when we're older men. Like this is we could show. I could show my daughter. Hopefully I have a son by then, and I could show him and be like, look what your dad used to do. And look at this, and look how cool is that. And it looks so professional what we do, man. What we do looks so professional that it's gonna mean something later on in the future. Yeah. So that's why I was like, I want to make this company look better. I want to help out. If we all help out, we all do what we got to do, we will look so much better. Like look at you. I heard you came out of nowhere and you said, "Yo, I want to do this radio show, man." And condolences to you for this, because this is a big show now. Look, shit, voted as you're gonna win that vote.
I want to beat the Mafia at something. I want to beat the Renegade, so I have to beat this. No, I'm just joking.
But
it means a lot. It means a lot to get your story, to get other guys' stories. And I want to make the announcement right now. This is not the end of BWE Beyond the Ropes. This is just the season finale. If it was the end, I would have said series finale. But this will never end. I want to get more guys. I'm gonna get more guys, and I'll give that listing up later on in a future Facebook post. But yes. I want to say thank you, because you've brought the work the last 2 years. Yeah. You literally you come in and you take care of what you need to take care of, personally and professionally. You are the locker room guy. You're the general. So that's just I know it's a lot of pressure, but you know how to handle it. So to you, it might not be any pressure at all. So that's really something that's just high quality. I gotta say that.
And just, man, that moves me, man. It moves me because I didn't only hear it from you. I hear it from a lot of people, man. I got a text that inspired me the other time, like, and my boy George, man, he lets me know, because these guys are geniuses, man. And every little piece we got here is perfect. We got from you, from Dave, from George, from even the Joey Badasses, OMX, and everybody, Ty Biggs, everybody has this big input now, and this is what it's about. So now it's not only Zero doing things, everybody's doing their thing, and that's what's gonna make this company be better. And that's why 15 is gonna be 10 times better than what 14 was. Yeah. Because we learned, we got better, and we're gonna keep getting better. Everybody's helping out, and that's the whole thing. This is what I always want to do. I want us to be the best show. I big up any other show out there. Anybody else doing what they got to do is great, but this is the show right here, man.
This is the premier place to be.
This is the show, and this has got to be the best.
Yeah.
So I make sure that I try to do anything I could do. Anything I could do, even if financially, whatever I could do, I always do it. And I do it, and I don't ask for help, nothing. When we do this, we work together. I'll help out. I do what I gotta do. That goes back to everything that I've put into this company, and I don't need to brag about it, because I did it for you. I did it for everybody in this locker room. I did it for all of us, not only for myself. And just that line, that's exactly what that line means, man. Forgot what work is, because if you think you're just going to be on the picture, you're going to be in the billboard, you're going to be the number one guy by sitting back and having somebody else do it for you, it's not going to happen. You have to put in that work. You have to be there doing everything you got to do. You see me and you spoke about me coming over here to do this show. I needed to do this show. How the hell Zero's not going to be in this show? And I come straight from work where yesterday when I went to Ballet and woke up early in the morning to go to work and came straight over here, because usually I go home and I have to take a power nap. Yeah. But I came straight over here because we're gonna get this show done, and it's for the people, because now you guys get to hear about Zero. Everybody, it's not too much people that know about Zero. You guys know about me. You guys know my background and everything like that. But I would like for more people to know. Because we got other brands watching us. We got other feds. A lot of people from TCW might not know me. Any other company that's out there, I know mostly TCW because we associate with them more. Yeah. But a lot of them don't know me, but now they get to know, they get to meet Zero. They see me before, but now you get to meet Zero and see why Zero is the face of the BWE, and this is my house, man.
All right, you heard it first, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's fast forward. This is your house. How you plan to take care of your house next year at the Rumble?
Man, there's some things I need to do, man. And Zero has to build his way back up, man. Right now, Zero's in the dirt, man. Because with Zero's not champion. Zero lost everything. Zero got to build his way back up to be what he wants to be. And Zero, definitely wants to be the champion again. And I got to do anything. He has to do everything he has to do to become that champion again.
Are you planning to work towards the main event? BWE 2015 in a rematch with the current reigning, defending BWE World Heavyweight Champion J Cloud?
I do have my rematch clause, but I'm definitely Zero's trying to work for that. Definitely Zero is not gonna just sit back and watch J Cloud run and try to be the champion in his show. Zero got to go back and do what he got to do, but there's some things that he has to handle before. There's some things he has to do before he can even think about getting back and going for J Cloud again.
All right, and last but not least, this is a question I ask every single guest that comes on this show. There's something that's been told from certain individuals. I don't say names, and like I said, I don't take shots at you. I don't try to badmouth you, whatever. It's fine. I just ask them. I take what you say and I ask them because I want to get their input on it. There's no money in yarding. How do you feel about that?
To me, that's meaningless, because I'm not doing this for money. I make my money, and I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this because I love wrestling, and I always loved that as a kid. And we've been doing this, and it just something that keeps us occupied. Something to do, and it's just that no money in yarding doesn't mean nothing. Because so what? There's no money in yarding, but we work for our money. That's right. We work. We do what we gotta do. We have our lives. We handle what we have to handle. Everybody in the BWE that's family man, big up, because everybody, I hear everybody that's a BWE family man holds their family down, man, and does what they gotta do. And then what we do in our spare time and something is just something we love to do. And it's right here, backyard wrestling entertainment. And it's not about the money. We're not doing this for the money. We're doing this because we love to do this. Sure, it would be great to be a WWE superstar and get paid to do this, something we love to do, right? But that's not us. We didn't go down that life. We didn't go down that route. But we're here and we're still wrestling for free and doing something we love to do. and I just love wrestling.
Don't think that this is the final episode. It's not. I got guys like Joey Badass. I got OMX. I got BTZ. I got Carl Capo. There's a ton of guys I want to go and interview. I'm coming for you guys next. Pre-recordings will start next summer. It will be posted next fall for all those who support it, liked, shared, commented on this show, BWE Beyond the Ropes. Please, I just want to say keep on following this brand. We'll keep dishing out all the entertainment needs. From Michael Estrella, a.k.a. XERO. I'm not a good Spanish. I'm Puerto Rican. I can't even say your last name right. It's pathetic.
Star.
There you go. Michael Starr. I'm just going to put it like that. A.k.a. XERO. On his behalf, I am the Diamondback, Joey Styles. I will see you next fall when BWE Beyond the Ropes returns. Thank you, everybody. Is there anything else you want to say?
Have a good day.
Bye!